It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jazzy Jazzman time. Sorry.
Is this on?
Is this thing on? Where am I? Where's it pointing? It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jazz Sinclair time.
Listen, Jazz Sinclair, brother, I get you wholeheartedly. I bet fucking think you're the dog's bollocks.
What's happening, Jazz?
Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jazz Sinclair time.
Oh, are we on? We're on? Sergio, are we on?
It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jesse Jazzman time. It's Jazz Sinclair time. Da 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 dee da dee da 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 dee dee.
Jazz Sinclair. Now this is a hell of a good point.
Here, Jazz, he's got your tennis ball, mate. I'll keep it safe for you.
It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jesse Jazzman time. It's Jazz Sinclair time.
Jazz Sinclair's in the chat.
Jazz Sinclair, is this thing on?
Jazz Sinclair. Jazz, I know you're here.
Am I on? Jazz? Jazz.
It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jesse Jazzman time. It's Jazz Sinclair time. La da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 da.
Hold on. Is this thing on? Is this thing working?
I just wanted to say, hey Jazz, your mother.
It's Jazz Sinclair time. It's Jazz Sinclair time.
Am I on? Sergio, am I on? Hey guys, Jazz Sinclair, December 8th, 2017, 5:20 p.m. It's dark out. Happy day after Pearl Harbor Day. That's right. December 7th, the day that will live in infamy, etc. For more things than just one, guys. Okay, I'm going to leave a link to a video in the description box below me. To a video, an excellent video by The Potter's Clay. It's only 5 minutes long. Go check it out. Alright, so here we go. The moon is rotating at 10.5 miles per hour, which is really slow, right? But it is rotating. The Earth rotates at 1,000 miles an hour, more than 1,000 at the equator. The moon is rotating at 10.5 miles per hour. 10.5 miles per hour. Now, the globalists, the logic-defying, the logic-ignoring, coincidence theorist globalists, they deny logic, everything's a coincidence, they buy into the whole program like I did, like you did, like we all did. However, there are all these laws thrown at us. Newton's third law. We get these laws of the law of gravity, even though it's only a theory. Your rule of thumb. You go through life with all these laws and rules and okay, so these things are hard and fast. In the scientific community, these are hard and fast laws and rules, and you can't mess with them. Right? Right. I'll give you that. Now, I want you guys to understand this fully. The moon rotates at 10.5 miles per hour. The moon has no atmosphere. The moon is a rock with no atmosphere. A rock subjected to the vacuum of space right on top of that rock. And the rock is rotating at 10.5 miles an hour. A lot of you guys already know where I'm going with this. Check it out. 10.5 miles per hour. Do the math. Comes to if something is moving at 10.5 miles per hour, divide it by 60 and divide that by 60, then multiply by 5,280, get the number of feet, right? All good. The surface of the moon, if you're hovering 2 feet above the surface of the moon, since you've no atmosphere, you're not floating with it or anything, it is moving underneath you. If you're in a hovercraft somehow, hovering 2 feet above the moon's surface is moving below you at 10.5 miles per hour, which equates to 15.4 feet per second. 15.5 feet every second. No exceptions. This is a hard, fast rule, right? We're talking science. Do you even science, bro? The rock underneath you is rotating beneath you at 15.4 feet per second. So, if you happen to be airborne for 1 full second and come back down, you're going to land 15.5 feet from where you jumped. There's no other way around it. Because once you are free of the surface, and I understand, well, I'll even give you gravity. Well, gravity is going to pull you back down, absolutely, but not in the same place. Because you're in a vacuum of space. There's no air. There's nothing holding you to the moon except your happy little gravity. So I'll throw gravity in. Now, here's where NASA messed up. When when Neil Armstrong jumps off that ladder, he is airborne before he hits the lunar surface, the regolith is what it's called. Before he hits the regolith, he is airborne for 1 full second. 1 full 1001 count. I watched it, I counted it. I'll leave a link to the clip below. It's just a clip of him jumping off we've all seen it, go look at it anywhere. He jumps off the lander and lands on the regolith of the moon, and he's airborne for 1 full second. 1001. The hard and fast rule says that where he lands will be 15.4 feet that way. He will not come straight down, because the minute he leaves the surface, that rock moves underneath him and the camera and the lunar module, and he lands here. Period. It's the law. It's your precious law of gravity. There's no atmosphere. He's in space. When you are standing on the moon, you're standing in outer space on an object. Right? Now, and that's, if you leave the surface, you are in space until you come back down. And that rock is turning. That thing is moving. Not very fast, but fast enough so that in 1 second's time, 15.4 feet go by. Now, not only did the astronauts do a lot of hopping and jumping around on the moon's surface, which is unaccounted for in the films, but the buggies kicking up the dust. And I've seen all the videos saying, well, this is the rate at which the lunar regolith falls down from the tires, from being kicked up by the tires on the rovers, is consistent with 1/6 gravity. This is what they say. We know it's slow motion, but they pan it off as being consistent with that amount of gravity, but they do not account for the movement. You kick up lunar regolith in the air, and it comes back down at 1/6 gravity, but the trouble is it comes down 15 fucking feet away, 15.5 feet away, or even further, 20 feet away, and it didn't do that. It should do that, and it didn't do that. It did not do that. Neil Armstrong was airborne for a full second, and he landed straight down. That cannot happen. It's a lie. That, for me, is the nail in the coffin. That's it from the Jazz Man. See you guys another time. Enjoy that one. I'm sure there'll be like 50 videos about that video that the Potter's Clay did. I'm going to leave a link to it. It's worth it. Just to have that little... It's so obvious and so simple, and it's right there. All right. Love y'all. See you later. Bye.
Hi,
so
Jazz.
people are...
Is Jazz in there right now? Do I see him?
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah. Who's Jazz Sinclair?
Wait, what?